Good afternoon and welcome back to our third session. The first two sessions we had, please feel free to go back and take a peek at those. That first one was all about viruses and second one was about nutrition and supplements. My name is Mary Beth again, and this is Catherine. And today we're going to talk about how exercise and sleep can strengthen our immune system. So I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, awesome. So exercising is kind of this catch-22 because you don't want to exercise too much because over-exercising can actually suppress your immune system. Oftentimes when individuals are overtraining, they'll develop some sort of illness. So what we really want to talk about today is just the importance of integrating exercise into your daily regimen. A little bit goes a long ways, and then why is this so important and beneficial? So when you look at just the components of going for a walk, getting home from work or just taking a break throughout your workday and going outside and going for a walk, it's going to lift your mood, which is going to be good for you, and give you time to just relax, recharge mentally. Yes, but also your muscle movement and increased heart rate. Not saying you have to hit your max heart rate range by any means, but just increasing it from that normal resting level is going to prompt the immune cells to come out of their holding spots. So our immune cells kind of hang out in our lungs, lymph nodes, spleen. Those are some regions of the body where they're held. So they're going to come out and start circulating in our system, which is really great. So then because of this exercise or just increased movement in general, there are more immune cells circulating. That way if something is coming in, hey, they're already out there, the defenses are up. And even though you might be thinking, well, how long does this last? Or is it only lasting while you're exercising? It is short-lived. It's not, you're not going to go on a walk on Monday and that's still going to be happening on Thursday. But over time, it's just going to continue to aid in strengthening the defenses of that immune system in general. And then another component of when we're exercising is that we tend to breathe a little bit heavier. I'm not saying you have to be like huffing and puffing, but typically, it's maybe harder for us to just carry on a conversation.
Right.
If we were even going on a walk, increasing that heart rate and everything, which can actually aid you in breathing better, right? And studies out there have shown you flush bacteria out of your lungs and it's going to reduce the respiratory infections that you're going to have as well.
Interesting.
Yep. So the heavy breathing can actually be really beneficial. Other studies that have been done is that exercising for just 30 to 60 minutes per day triggers an immune response and people will have 50% less sick days.
50?
Yes.
Wow.
So individuals that exercise may only call into work 2 to 3 times a year, and individuals that don't might call in 6 times a year.
Okay.
So those are just some of the really good key components of exercising. And I guess another one I just thought of is that moving helps keep your stress hormones at bay.
Right. And we're all a little stressed at this time.
Yes.
And some mental awareness.
Yes.
So it's good.
Even, like you were saying, the decompressing factor of getting a good workout in or just going for a walk, finding that space to just self-care.
Yeah.
But it's also going to aid in decreasing the cortisol levels, which is also going to help protect us from developing diabetes as well. So just all these great things. And then that ties us right into sleep. So when we don't sleep enough, that can also stress our body out as well. So that is why sleep is really important. It's not like you have to go to bed at 9 p.m. every night and get up at 7 a.m. and having all this long periods of sleep. But it really is making sure that when you do go to sleep, you've set the tone, you can turn your mind off, kind of let go of the things you can't control anymore, and get a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep. It's going to help your body reset, recharge, and decrease those stress hormones as well. And that's just going to aid too in creating a schedule and a routine, because most of us tend to function better when we have schedule and routine and some sort of structure within our lives. And I know this is a time where some of us are working from home or kids are homeschooling and schedules are a little more chaotic. So we really just recommend trying to set that, 8 o'clock, it's downtime,
Yes.
maybe reading, journaling, dimming your lights, using some of those more calming,
Putting your
soothing.
phone down,
Yep, exactly.
turning off tablets.
Exactly. Those bright
Computers,
lights continue to stimulate the brain, and that's why it's harder to fall asleep. But we just need to give our body that time to rest and recharge, just like anything else. You know, we can't just drive our car nonstop all the time. It would eventually just die. So the same thing with our bodies. We need to give it that downtime as well.
Very nice. So going back to exercise, how much should we do?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Minimum kind of 150 minutes per week.
Per week, okay.
So you're looking at that. You could break it up however you want. You might say, I'm going to have 2 rest days and do 30 minutes the other 5 days.
Nice.
That's kind of our easy gold standard. If you're one of those individuals that like to move every single day, but you're like, I don't want to overtrain, I always just say, 30 to 60 minutes per day is, it's really, you don't need to do much more than that. And if you feel like you need to be doing more than that just for yourself, mentally, break it up. If you want to go for a run in the morning and maybe do weights later in the day, but at least you're not giving your body that long period to be stressed out.
And any movement is good movement.
Exactly. Exactly. Just getting out there, going for a walk, even if you only have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's going to make a big difference, and try to carve it into your day. You need to step away and make that time for yourself. It can aid in so many other areas of your life.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, next week we're going to talk about lifestyle, alcohol use, tobacco use. So join us next time. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to give us an email. MaryBeth at onsitewellnessllc.com and Catherine at onsitewellnessllc.com. Thank you.